Hey yo, hey, I'm sure you all have missed me. I'm sure you guys are like, what happened to this guy? This nigga. Yeah, so YouTube banned me again, gave me a second strike for literally nothing. Like literally nothing. I'm telling you, and I'm gonna say this out. The video they banned me over, they have to still explain what the strike was for because I'm still wondering what was wrong with the video. It was a Bob Hart Abshola video, and it pissed me off because I see people posting other videos and they don't get strike that are not matching the thumbnail, and yet I don't even do that, and they strike me, and it's crazy because this video was had nothing to do with whatever. I still don't know. They have to tell me what exactly wrote in the video that was misleading. They gotta tell me that. Now I gotta be very careful because this is my second strike. The third strike, my channel is getting not just banned, but it's getting um removed. So I gotta be careful, guys. Anyway, guys, we have a lot to catch up on, a lot, and they banned me around the wrong period of time. There are some shows I'm trying to promote. By the way, I'm recording this audio a day before. I think by tomorrow morning I should be able to post this because I think that will make it the 2 weeks. Because I know it was the 2 weeks ago Monday. Yeah, they banned me. So today will make it, yeah, the 2 weeks. So that means on Tuesday I should be able to access it, right? Or is it today that my band is lifted off? I'll check, guys. But yeah, there are a lot I have to catch up with you guys about. There are a lot to catch up. This is just a little catch up video. YouTube, hear me clearly. A catch up video. Before you guys say I'm misleading, you know, on everything we missed out. you know. And there are a lot I want to promote this time around. A lot of shows that are being under reality shows, especially that are being underrated and being undervalued. First of all, the first show I even want us to address is the Vanderpump Villa. I really, really, really want to talk about how underrated that show is. I'm gonna post that Vanderpump Villa. There's going to also be there's another show I wanted us to talk about. But that show is really underrated, Vanderpump Villa. It was good this season. It was really good. I would give it a solid 8/10 compared to other single reality show. It's even better than Summer House, but funny enough. But I believe Summer House has more hype because come on, is Summer House and then because Summer House actually has a lot of viewers. A lot of viewers. People don't know this, but Summer House, Below Deck, um, Married to Medicine. Yes, some of Bravo single show they have a lot of viewers than the whole Housewives franchise and a lot of things. The reason why those shows carry a lot of viewers is because those shows are you don't need to keep up, and those shows are just shows everybody and anybody are intrigued to watch, and people and even Top Chef. I will not be surprised if it has more viewers than all the Bravo new releases. You know, but people are not interested in the timeline and dates and all that of those shows because they are not dramatic. They're just like competition. Um, Below Deck is dramatic, but not that kind of drama. So people are not that interested in them, but they do carry a lot of viewers. Summer House also carries a lot of viewers. So that's why I need people to know because so many people are like, oh wow, I did not know Summer House had so many, and they have been on for 10 seasons. But it's not just that. They do have a lot of viewers. They do. That's why they have been on for 10 seasons. So yeah, sorry guys. Let me just put off this stuff a little bit, just hot a bit. So yeah. Sorry, guys. I will soon leave to go get something. This week has just been there. There are a lot to catch up on with you guys. A lot I want to catch up on with you guys. Trust me. I'm so happy at least the band will be dropped today for it to, like I said, there are some things I've been praying for, and at least one is getting one has been answered, which is good, and the most important ones are still the ones we're praying for to come to pass. But it's seeming like all some other things might could be growing late, you know. So I'm happy that at least someone out there is hearing my prayer, and that's why, you know, it's just I'm just happy, you know. So with everything, you guys know this February was one of the toughest for me and my family. This January, February, you know, and March. So if we can have the summer to party, have fun, and just relax and be in our own graces and have old times come back to us, we'll be more than generous to be happy. We'll be more than glad for that because like I said, my family were not troublemakers. Yeah, everybody talk. We also talk as a family. Do we talk about other people? Every family talks about other people, things they don't like, things they don't. And I said, we don't incorporate bad behaviors and all those kind of things. No family does. So family does, but unintentional to their known. So every family talk, every family misbehaves, every family, but we genuinely love people in our circle and we genuinely care for people. That's what you need to know about my family. But if you mess with us, it's all over in the sense of how you mess with us. Like if you mess with us in the sense we don't want to fuck with you again, we won't fuck with you again. I'm sorry to use the F word. Before YouTube copyrights me again, I cannot take another copyright. Right. I might edit that out, but we won't want to mess with you again. So yeah, that's what I wanted to point out. So it is good to feel lighter in certain aspects, but like I said, the biggest thing is still yet to come, and we're hoping this month will be a big grand finale and a big release and reveal for the biggest thing we're expecting. Because trust me, it's been years now. Yes. So we do deserve a reward. We deserve peace. We deserve happiness. We deserve riches. We deserve money. We deserve everything. So it's very important. And you can find your happiness in anything. Now, as a growing adult, there are a lot of things people told me when I was younger. I used to, you know, let me say, malnourish or push under the rug. But growing up, I realized a lot of things. One of my biggest flaw, I would say, as a human being, I would say is that I very insecure, very insecure. I would say I'm very insecure. I'm very I don't know. Okay, let me say insecure. I I would say I do get jealous, but I'm not envious. But do I get jealous? Yes, I do get jealous. Yeah, everybody gets jealous, but some people, theirs is not as strong and theirs does not even hold weight like others. It's people who show their jealousy immediately are even the ones you don't have to be afraid of. Me, I show my own immediately, but yeah, do I feel like okay, sometimes I just feel, oh, I also deserve this. Yeah, you know. But yeah, I do get jealous, but I'm not envious. Let's get that out of there. My own jealousy is not in the sense of, oh, let me kill you and get now, you know. But do I get jealous? I am very jealous, you know. I do get very, and I'm working on that trait. It's not a good trait to have, you know. But I do get jealous, and a lot of people do get jealous, honestly. You know. And I know Nigerians are very jealous people. Trust me on that. If not, we won't be having some of the problems we have today. They're very, very. They want to see everybody win, but well, they're also jealous people, and that is why people try. And we, that is one of the things. Like I said, there are some things I would gist with you guys of. about my family. Don't worry, the green light period is almost here, So once it comes, I'll just to you guys about some certain kind of human beings and some betrayals. That's why I feel once I clock my 25 now, above age, you know, I would try to put certain things in places. There are certain characters of myself I want to change. A lot. I've been saying I want to change, but I haven't had the grace period because of a lot of things going on. That's why I'm praying this time around, let things go well, so that I can have a grace period to actually change certain attribute. I've been saying this year I want to make some big changes, like my hairstyle, my behavior towards certain people. There are so many people. It's just because of conditions and area of your life, that I'm messing with. I don't know how this went from shows to this topic, but I just wanted to, say this. It's been on my mind, you know, and it's just because of that. And I've noticed in me and my family's life, because of how bad things had gotten, there's is conditions that makes us mess with a lot of people in our lives going on, you know, because they trust me, you can take a ghetto out of the street, you can't take the street out of the ghetto, right? Something like that, like look at Cardi B for instance. She's a great example when it comes to all these kind of things. No matter how much money she has, how much backing she has, no matter what, she's still ghetto. And that is the real reason why people can't relate to her, because she throws a fist, she's angry, she's screaming, she's all that. But look at Nikki. Nikki is also, she's not ghetto. Nikki doesn't even have that ghetto vibe, but she's, yeah, she's a wild street girl, but she's more composed than Cardi, far more composed. You know, Nikki has not fought all the people Cardi has fought that we know publicly. So for the record, Nikki would be more composed. Yeah, as Nikki had issues, yeah, but not going physical with most of them. I don't think Nikki can fight, but come on, she doesn't push certain limits to reach there. But Cardi is, the street is in her. She's ghetto. She's proud of it. The way she talks, the way she behaves. So no matter how rich, that's why sometimes it's not about money. It's just you don't want to relate to certain people. I keep telling people this. You just don't want to relate. Sometimes it will be too late for you to like Cardi now. It's too late for people because now people don't even care of her. But the mindset will never change of people, of thinking Cardi is a street talk, because it's even painful now because people don't care. So they won't even know who the new Cardi is now, because now I heard she's calmer, not calmer compared to before, at least. Then she's fashion. There's a lot of things people should know now, but she's spoiled it for herself. Those chances have already gone. And me, I'm not sad about it for her. You know, as I said, your branding really matters in certain aspects. That's why I want to exclude myself from certain people, exclude myself from certain things. And I want the same for my family. That is why we're trying to lean towards a different path. The best reality is when you get the experience and the teacher. The best reality is being taught, and the best reality is still yet to come. So the best reality is being taught, and I don't want to experience another reality in certain aspects. Does that make sense? All right, guys. I don't want to take too much time. I just said let me point that out. All right, so I will get to be able to post, talk to you guys, and everything. So let's have a joyful one. And there's a lot going on in the world and everything. There's a lot to catch up on. Should I make this video long? I was just planning that, okay, let me do a short video and then we go, as in we call it a day. But okay, let me make it long because there's a lot to really catch up on for 2 weeks now. What hasn't been going on? And I really wanted to just fight with YouTube. Like, come on, let me just post. I already appealed, but it turns out if you have deleted the video and you appeal, it's not going to go anywhere because the video has been deleted. What are you appealing to? Exactly. So I was so pissed off. I didn't know that I should have waited to appeal before I did it. But I just said, okay, this after this, I'll just be careful with YouTube. Maybe I'll be doing more talking videos than getting a copyrighted video, you know. So I don't want to get copyrighted again because the third one is very bad for my channel. Very, very bad. I don't know how I've got it two copyrights. Come on. I still am wondering how I've gotten up to and I do feel some of it is a kind of, I won't say fear. Okay, the kind of fanatics of theatrics. I won't say YouTube is playing because I did hear that they make it harder for people over here, and some people even said if your I don't know. I feel they have already set it in the system, and is the system doing its work? Because I don't think people have so much time to be going to look for, oh, let me block this channel, it's violated me. No, no, they have set certain things in the system, but they do say if you show your face, I don't know if this is true. That's why I said I feel they have set it in the system, but if you show your face as a black person, that it gets harder view. And maybe this could be from the people and this could also be from YouTube. I don't know. No, because obviously we all know in the society it's harder for a black person than a black person extra try, a white person tries, a Latin person extra try. So a brown person extra then try. A biracial extra try. Black person is like 5 extra tries, you know. So it's harder, you know, for a black person who's extra trying to, you know, make his video content. That's what I heard. That's honestly what I heard, you know. And it really makes me wonder, you know. But anyway, yeah, I just said let me point that out because I don't really know how they do their readings because there was nothing wrong with the video with what I posted, so it was wait for them to just ban me all of a sudden. But there's a lot to catch up with on, you know. So yeah, what was I going to, and also what I wanted to say, let me just round up that part a little bit. The other thing I wanted to say is that I also heard that if you're in a certain country, they also make it harder. Not like of a certain country, but mostly US, UK, it's easier, Canada, and all those kind of things because obviously the Western media, you know, and I think YouTube is westernized on. I don't know all these things. These are things I heard. So I just don't know. So they say it makes it harder because they're flagging my channel for 2 weeks. You know how many subscribers are? My channel is a growing channel, and it's slowly growing, but it's catching its pace. Because before I wasn't able to get Ks and all those kinds of things. But for them to flag it twice now, and the second one they made, the first one I even said, okay, I agreed with the first one because I actually saw what they were talking about. The second one, I can't see what they're talking about, and they're not even making it clear. They said spam. Any video can be a spam video for crying out loud. What exactly was the spam problem? Like, come on now. They said it was spam. There was no misleading. They had to have told me. That I would have preferred for somebody to say it with their voice. Oh, this is what you do. Like, it makes no sense. Like, come on now. Like, as if they want to just make it harder because my channel is a growing channel and, you know, over here and all those. That's when all these things started ringing because before I was like, okay, maybe people are reaching. But sometimes when you think people are reaching, actually they are not reaching because it could be the truth, you know. But there are some that people are actually reaching. And let me say this, you know, because at most I'll do 27 minutes. So that's 27. So yeah, I'll just do 27 minutes. Let me say this, you know. I do not um I do not what was I going to say? Yeah, I do not think that them, you know, giving me 2 strikes, you know, was just because of the videos alone. I feel there is more to play in it, not as in anything. No. There's more to play in it in the sense of how I put it. Maybe it wasn't that particular video, it could be another video, but they just wanted to use that particular video. Because this second one made me annoyed because there was nothing wrong. At least you guys would have been clear with the title was misleading or something. But the title wasn't even misleading. If I'm saying this is iconic, it's the you see the scene. Maybe it's not iconic, but it's an iconic scene because it was the end of Bob Hart Abishola. So I was like, okay, why am I being misled or something? I just did not get it. I just wish they explained it to me better because I would like to know what I'm being copyrighted for. Maybe yeah, I made a mistake, but they should just explain to me and they should mark the video very well. Because if it's not that video, then if it's another video, at least I'll prefer. I just want to know what I'm being copyrighted for, so I can know what to not do next time, and I don't want to be copyrighted again. I really need this channel to grow at least. Say I want to get to 500 subscribers before summer. Now 2 weeks has gone. I don't think I can do that. Anyway, let me know. Ponder on that. All right. So yeah. I was going to say, so there are some shows that have come out. So we slide from that. Some shows. By the way, the Michael movie I heard is doing very well. I heard it's really doing very well, and I'm happy for that. I think that should be one of the biggest biopic of a person that they're going to make. Because Michael is, if not the biggest person, that's okay. The biggest pop artist here that has ever walked the face of this earth, because everybody knows him. Even our kids that are just coming up, they already have heard of Michael Jackson. So the fact that they're doing this biopic, it's really good. The only thing is that the past generations don't know him, but everybody alive of when he has been alive, and they all know Michael, as in of when he has hit the game, they all know him. So he is a big figure, you know. So let me not say the biggest pop star because I feel all these biggest and no, somebody can break a record and another person can come and break that record. So let's not just be throwing all that out there. But let me say he's a good pop star, you know. So this will be a good biopic. I'm going to see it. I saw it's released on one of the sites I watch movies. I have Euphoria to watch. I'm going to get to Euphoria, but I'll do a separate video on that. We have a lot to discuss, but I've not watched this new episode. That's the last thing I have to watch for today. I just finished the reality shows. They're just there. I'm soon going to stop reality, and I'm happy to. I can't believe I'm saying it, but I'm very happy to stop reality shows soon. But this Banana Pump Villa is really interesting. Anyway, moving on. Yeah, so we have the Vanderpump Villa catch up on. We have the Michael I'm going to see. They say it's doing well in the box office, so we're gonna see. Um I have Doomsday is still coming out, so that one aside. There's one movie that just came out or show that I said I want to catch up on. That's also out. Then um what was okay. Yeah, sorry, I'm saying I'm trying to get my thoughts. It's just been a long this past, and then I heard the whole news. Trump being almost being assassinated. So you guys need to stop almost a second time. Whoever like you all just need to stop. You guys need to calm down on all this. I let me tell you guys. Okay, let me point this out. I'm a Trump. I'm not a Trump stance, but I'm a stance of good. I don't really care who is on power as long as the person is doing good. Now, here is what I'll say. I'm not really happy with Trump during this period. Yeah, there are a lot of things I've seen that he's being biased of, and it's just like, okay, man, what are you doing now? I don't discount him, but assassinating a president, trying to impeach him, it will not solve anything. It won't solve anything. At most, his term will soon run out. He's going to, yes, we don't want him to burn down the world before that term run. Now, but at the most, you guys there's a law that can, even if bypass the law and get him out of office, if you guys want to, because he has done things that's bypassed law, according to what I heard in the past. So you guys can also, that's why they impeached him first. I don't really know. But, you know, bypass the law and also obviously the election. I don't know why they impeached him first time, but bypass the law and get him out of office and anything. It's something. The world makes things more complicated than they need to be. It doesn't need to always be this whole vengeance and all these kind of things. No, sometimes you can just be peaceful and do your thing and still be happily successful and living and thriving. You know, you all just make things so complicated. You don't need to try and assassinate. All those are unnecessary. You know, because at the end of the day, if they find you, you get arrested. That's the end of your life. But yeah, apart from that stuff, at the end of the day, if we're assassinating and you guys still vote somebody else in, and the person is even worse natural, who knows? So let's not try to do things that that are annoying and stupid. Let's not try to. Yeah, I saw the shooting video, and there are other people there. Bullets can miss a lot of times. So you are, this world is just crazy, man. It's just crazy, crazy. Everybody just needs to, and they need to stop giving guns anyhow out to people, whether in the army or in the politics firm or whatever the case is. I think that it stems from a lot of problems today. There has to be a change. There has to be a change. All right, guys. I have things to go and do. Yeah. So that's all I'm playing for today. I did a 27 minutes video. Is what it's in the sense of I had, you know, not made any videos since in 2 weeks. So I just said let me do this one to explain why I haven't been online. So yeah, that's it. I'm going to release shorts now. Once this is dropped, and then release an actual other videos. All right, guys. We are going to do some changing also to this platform. All right, guys. Happy spring. Enjoy your day. Happy Workers' Day in advance. Okay, I'm gonna do a video that. Yeah. All right, guys. Bye.